Hey y'all, I'm Tamara. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I would love to have you back. This is my lovely assistant Boots. She loves to help me film and swatch. She just likes to be part of the action. So today I am going to share my thoughts on the Urban Decay and Prince collection. I purchased this with my own money, so these are most certainly my own opinions. I am not part of the Urban Decay PR list, although I hope to be there someday. I am also a longtime fan of Prince. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. His songs just have a really special meaning in my heart. So with that being said, let's dive in. When you open up the box, you've probably seen this already, but how gorgeous is this? I love it. I know a lot of people said it could have been done different, but I think the actual packaging is perfect. I love the minimalistic aspect of the outer box, and I love the design on the inner box as well. The collection comes with two different eyeshadow palettes. It comes with a white eyeliner called When Doves Cry and a black eyeliner called So Dark. There is also an all-nighter waterproof setting powder. I don't think I have tried that before, so I'm really excited to check it out. There is also a liquid illuminator and a makeup brush. I have not tried the makeup brush yet because I wanted it to look nice and clean and beautiful for the video. Look how pretty that is. It is so soft. I cannot wait to use that. I have had a chance to try everything else in the collection. In fact, I did an eye look today using the colors in the palettes. I will tell you a little bit about my experience as I go through my description of the palettes. I will also leave you some swatches. So let me start with the first palette. I don't know that these have different names. On the back, they just say eyeshadow palette. So you've got a black palette and a purple palette. I've seen a ton of reviews of these palettes and not all of them have been good. I think a lot of people were expecting something a little different from these palettes and from this collaboration in general, but I wanted to form my own opinion. So let me show you the palettes. Look how gorgeous. They each have a mirror, which I love. Then they've got Prince's eye, such a beautiful shot, and look how pretty these colors are. Now, my first thought when I saw this palette is, it is gorgeous. The second palette has more golds and yellows, some darker shades as well. I think my favorite color on this one is Crystal Ball. I really like that one, and I also like this one, which is Shakadelica. This one is more like a plum, and I was kind of surprised because it looks kind of brown, but I'll tell you more about my experience with doing this eye look. In this palette, I think my all-time favorite shade is Raspberry Beret. Now, just to give you an idea of my makeup preferences, I have green eyes and I tend to have more of a warm skin tone. Because of that, I do not look good in cool tones and I do not look good in blue or green eyeshadow. I know, it's sad. I tend to look better in warm tones, and when it comes to purples, more plums and red purple shades. So looking at the palette on my first glance, I really thought that Delirious and even Baby I'm a Star might tend to be more on the plum or bright purple side. I knew Raspberry Beret would work, and I'm wearing that right now, and I love that color. But what I discovered as I started to do my makeup is pretty much all the purples lean blue. Like, some of them look full on blue, not even purple. And I did kind of play with these two actual blue shades, but they did not work for me. Same thing with this palette. I really was interested in this shade, which is called Groovy Potential right here, but it came out very, very blue. So Dark is gorgeous. It is a black, purple, blue type of a shade, but it does lean blue as well. And so I had a really hard time creating this look. In fact, I had to wipe off my eyeshadow with a makeup wipe twice and start from scratch. So this is my third attempt and I'm finally happy with this look. I did really a smoky, grungy kind of a look. I did use the So Dark shade. So I used this one. I used Shockadelica. I've got Crystal Ball here in the inner corners. And then I've got Raspberry Beret kind of on my lids. So those are the shades I went with and it worked out. Actually pretty happy with how this look turned out, but it was a lot of trial and error because these really did lean blue. Now I know a lot of people are saying they expected more bright purples, more intense shades, and honestly, like I said, I think the palettes are beautiful. The swatches were gorgeous. I will share those with you here momentarily, but I was just disappointed that everything leaned a lot more blue. That's my thought. I will probably use these again. I do not regret buying this collection because, again, growing up as a Prince fan, this is something I want to have in my collection. So no regrets, definitely. I also used the two eyeliners. These are so pretty, you guys. So you've got the symbol, the artist formerly known as, and I was really surprised when I opened it up to see how big the pencil is. The only thing I'm a little worried about is I don't know if I have a sharpener that's big enough for these. I probably do. You can tell I've been using this one because it's got the eyeshadow all over it. I need to wipe that off, but I think these are really fun. I used the black on my lower lid, on my upper lid. I used the white to go here on my waterline to kind of open up my eyes. I don't really like to use eyeliner on my under eyes because I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller, but I felt it was appropriate for doing a Prince look, right? So that's my thought on the eyeliners. I think they're really great. I also used the illuminator and I mixed it with my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. So I've got kind of an all over glowy look. The tinted moisturizer tends to look glowy anyway, but I think this really kicked it up a notch. So I will probably be doing that a lot this summer. So this is the pressed powder. It is a gorgeous setting powder. I have never tried this before, as I mentioned, but it is supposed to be waterproof. So I almost want to take it on a beach vacation, but I am petrified of losing it. So maybe I can find a backup. I don't know. But the packaging is gorgeous and I'm kind of surprised to see that the powder is tinted. I don't think this would work on all skin tones, but I could be mistaken. And then of course is the brush that I showed you in the beginning. It is absolutely gorgeous. But in all, I think they're beautiful palettes. And I did have the opportunity to swatch them for you today. So I will put the swatches up here. I started with the purple palette. So here's a good look at that. And then I did swatches of the black palette as well. All right, so that is my review of the Urban Decay and Prince collection. Let me know in the comments if you picked up anything from this collection, if you've had it on your mind, if this is something you might be interested in purchasing. And as always, it would mean the world to me if you would give this video a thumbs up, drop me a comment, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.